Good evening, everyone, and happy July. Today is July 1st, 2024. Local time in New York is 8:17 p.m. Temperature is around 78 degrees Fahrenheit. A little windy, pleasant, and very nice humidity. Doesn't feel like yesterday at all, so it's pretty awesome. To walk, this is East Broadway and Lower East Side. Rutgers Street and East Broadway corner right over there, and we're starting here across the street from the Forward building. Forward used to be a Jewish newspaper, and here on Lower East Side was a Jewish population, a huge Jewish community, so this is where the newspaper was located. Hi Ambrose, hi Tony Bowden, good evening, and let's go. Hey Haps. We had a pretty busy day yesterday, and I wasn't sure if I'm gonna stream today, but why not? We have some time, and we're going to show you Canal Street. We're going to make a left, but not the Canal Street portion. We always walk around most of the time. This is more toward the Lower East Side. There should be a lot of restaurants and even no traffic. A lot of people eating, dining outside, and this is all going to be cool. As well as here, by the way, look, the streets are sealed off. There's no traffic as far as the cars. Wow, I didn't know this happens here on regular day. Today is Monday, after all. But it is. This is Canal. This is the beginning of Canal Street. Beautiful, very old buildings everywhere. As you can see, they are definitely end of 19th century somewhat, and there used to be a huge tenement area. Only a few buildings survived, but some are more good looking than the others. Who knows what's gonna happen to them in the next 10-20 years, but for now we still have a chance to witness these buildings. We can only imagine how crowded that was like 100 years ago. The streets full of totally different scenery as compared to what we see these days, but that's normal. It's progress, civilization, changes are everywhere. Hi Ubuntu, hi Richard, hi and why, hi Ambrose, hi everybody, hi again. This is Canal Street. We're walking right in the middle of Canal Street. Canal in Essex, but we are on Canal, and we are facing, like, in a distance, the entrance to the Manhattan Bridge area, of course, and the World Trade Center is visible from here as well. Look, some of these restaurants, they don't even have a big sign, but this one is Clandestino, 35 Canal Street. This is Chinatown, the Lower East Side. A lot of bikes. Be careful with bikes. Canal in Ludlow, or Ludlow. No cars here in this block. That's nice. I got the first finger. Yay! Very intellectual. Just see the camera, and the first reflex is to show the finger. Nice. Hey Fafa Sanders, good evening to you. Good to see you, sunshine after rain. Hi. Irma, hi, good to see you. Paul, hi Paul. Chloe, hi Paul. Ubuntu Hail and Company L. I was watching some of the Portugal versus Slovenia football match, and Ronaldo was remassing as per usual. The thing is, for whatever reason, I thought of you. Oh boy. Well, I'll take it as a compliment. Take it as a compliment. You're comparing me to Ronaldo. Whew. Thank you. There's a lot of bikes going in a chaotic fashion. I have to be careful. These are the buses, one of the bus stops here in Lower East Side, Chinatown. They go all over the country and they're very affordable. This is Allen Street, Allen and Canal. Welcome everyone. Wow, that's funny, Ubuntu. Very, very funny. To resemble him when he grimaces, I could have sworn I'd seen your face once. Delilah told me not to compare myself to Gru, but you know, I'm kind of like Gru, but Ronaldo? Not sure. No, I don't know. I don't think so. I never thought about it. Now, next time I look at myself in the mirror, I'll think about it. Interesting. This Allen Street malls. But we're going to stay on Canal for now. Oh, we see a little bit of Chrysler building there in the distance too, looking uptown. Hi everyone, good to see you all. Welcome. First day of July 2024. Hi Vincent. Hi Austin City Limits. Valentina Suarez. Hi Brasileiro, boa noite. Mr. Ralph Rosa. It's always good to see you all. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Everybody welcome. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I hope you will enjoy. And likes are always very much appreciated, needed, and requested. Thank you. And why? Welcome everyone. Sunshine after rain. I love the Chrysler building. So this is Canal and Eldridge Street. Interesting angle. Looking at Chinatown. This is Eldridge Street and it's going toward Manhattan Bridge. See, that's the train and the vehicles. There's several levels and one of the two major bridges in this area. The area between the bridges on Manhattan side is called Two Bridges. Fairly simple. And on the Brooklyn side is called Dumbo. That is the museum at Eldridge Street right there. We spent a few hours a few weeks ago there at the festival. It used to be a synagogue. Speaking of Jewish community, the only surviving building, a synagogue building in this area, like of this magnitude. The first one that was built here by the community, the Jewish community coming here from Eastern and Central Europe. And now, after 20 years of renovation, it is a museum. And it's called the Museum at Eldridge Street. It's right there in the center. Hi Richard. That's another bus stop. See Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Birmingham, and you know, further down the line or up the line. Never took these buses, but they're very popular. They're affordable and they get the things done. World Trade Center is visible from here as well. Right there. This is the entrance to Manhattan Bridge, including the pedestrian entrance to Manhattan Bridge. It's not a problem, but if you walk Manhattan Bridge from Brooklyn to Manhattan, it's kind of cool. But walking from Manhattan to Brooklyn, the other side of Manhattan Bridge is, I mean, nah, I don't know. and it's not very close to the trains. It's just a little bit less accommodating than Manhattan side, but still cool to explore. And why I can't believe it's July already. Time seems to be moving so fast. Scary fast. Yesterday I'm trying to say it in a nice way. We finished the month of June with a bang. Pardon the pun, and that's not what you think. It's just that we were streaming the celebration of the Pride Month, the major celebration, the Pride March, and that was good. I was planning to stream a couple of times. It happened to be 3, but that's because of the disconnect. But a lot of views, a lot of searches. We're proud to be in the search pages of YouTube and Google as far as that specific subject. So thank you so much for being a part of our stream, and if you did not see it, you're always welcome to take a look at it. Look, this is Bowery Street ahead of us going across, and once we cross Bowery Street we'll be seeing Canal Street, the portion of Canal Street more, that we're more used to, so to speak. This is the entrance to Manhattan Bridge. KDC 322. Richard, the time went by slower when I was younger. Everybody can agree with that. I agree with that 100%. The older we get, the faster the time goes, and just ridiculous, but what can we do about it? And why time flies faster when you're dead. That's the fastest. Bowery Street is what we're going to cross next, and we'll walk along Canal Street, and then we'll definitely zigzag a little. This is Lower East Side. Welcome everyone, over 100 people walking with us on this very pleasant evening. No rain today, no humidity today, no heat. Very pleasant. And a little windy, which is helpful too. Pretty sure we need to buy a time machine. Can buy it anywhere. On Amazon? Look it up on Amazon. Maybe you'll find it on Amazon. This is Bowery Street going uptown, and if you look all the way in that direction, you'll see that skyscraper in the center. That's the summit at One Vanderbilt on 42nd Street with the observation deck. One of the, probably the most interesting observation deck in the city. Mirrors and glass, and 3 floors. Not 360 degrees, but I think it's 240 degrees or so, but the major attractions can be seen, major buildings can be seen from there. This is Chinatown, Canal Street and Bowery. We are on Canal Street. L on Amazon. No, I meant the time machine. Comes with no warranty though. And if it breaks, it will teleport you into the unpredictable year. So back to the future. Richard, LOL, Amazon has everything. Yeah, except for time machines. This is Elizabeth Street. It's getting darker, and so the lanterns, nice. Next one is Mott. This is our more or less familiar streets, right? Look at the view right there. Beach of sunshine of rain. What year would you set your time machine to for? James Underwood. Hey James, all is well, thank you. Delight loves movies. Is it? No, I don't think it's buffering, right? I think it's good.
And like Tony's like 50.
And just a reminder, likes. Thank you. This is Mott Street, one of the most visited and walked in Chinatown. From there, let's walk this way. There's more lanterns on this block than on the block behind us. That's Canal. We are in Chinatown, New York City. James, welcome. Check the logic. 1987. You know what? This is a very cool subject, actually. How about we will ask our chat and chatters, what year, if you had a chance to teleport into the one of the years of your choice in the past? And the past can be last year, and it can be any century prior to where we're now. What would be the year or the time period, and most importantly, why? And it doesn't have to be, a lot of text, but just it's pretty interesting. I'm curious. China Gray, hey, Kyle Williams, hi. Slim, I would go into the 2040, 2050 to see if I'm still alive there, and all the cool robots they have. Let's talk about the past first. What year in the past? DC 322, Chinatown. First day of July 2024. Marvin Engels, summer 1974. Joseph Hell, next Manhattan Hatch is July 13th at 8:21 p.m. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you, Joseph. Bayard Street. We'll stay on Mott for now. Let's try to zigzag in a slightly different trajectory. And not to rush. Ubuntu 1955 to 1972 to see the great one, Roberto Clemente, play baseball. That's nice. Taps, yep, lanterns and restaurants. Daryl, good evening. Al Delilah too, and everybody else. Hi, Daryl. How's the weather in Chicago? A grand summer of 69. Check the logic changed 1983. Tell myself to totally focus on my studies. Peter, hi Peter. It is though the reason time passes faster when we age is because we process images and events slower. Since real time has a steady pace, When we age, the slower processing makes it seem to pass fast. This is very interesting. It basically takes longer to process, and that's for by the time we end processing something, we spend more time doing so, so we have less time to realize that, you know, to basically our perception of time changes. Interesting. Daryl, it's 71 degrees here in Chicago. Pretty chilly. China Gray, Hoboken, New Jersey. Across the river. Oh, hey, howdy. Joseph L. That bakery for mooncakes. How can I forget? Right there, New Golden Funk Wong Bakery. Yep, it's closed right now, but that's your favorite one, Joseph. Right there. Old West. What memories from 1960s? Thank you, Al. Moises Castro. Good evening, Moises. Ambrose. I get it now. Ah. Just held the bakery of mooncakes. Yep. Joseph L. You're most welcome. Also, thanks for the best coverage of the Pride Parade. Wood. Oh, thank you, Joseph. Thank you so much. Thank you, Peter. That is really interesting, actually. Let's continue. Almost 200 people watching us and walking with us. Thank you for walking with us on this pleasant evening, July 1st, 2024. Oh, hi Paul, 4,300 miles away, dark here. Ah. Richard, Sunshine of Rain, great song. Marvin, 110 Fahrenheit, sunny in Vegas. Oh boy, and we are 3 hours ahead of Vegas, so if I'm not mistaken. So it is 5:39 in Vegas and steaming hot. And why? Please remember to hit the like button, everyone. Also share and subscribe, especially if you're new. Thank you, and why? Thank you so much for sharing. This is really interesting, you know. This is, you know, one of the most mysterious streets in Chinatown used to be, and dangerous. Doyers Street. It used to be called Blood Alley or something like that. I always mix it up. But things changed, thank God, to the better. This is my boo, Hong Kong Cafe. Sometimes me and my boo will come here. Should do it a little bit more frequent, especially in the summer, because my boo loves it here and I like it here too. Noelle Pacheco, hi from the Bronx. Hi, Noelle Pacheco. Well, the gangs used to kill each other here by the dozens. The blood was all over, and the reason for that is the street is so secluded and so crooked. It's very short, but you know, it was very difficult to hear the noise coming out of here. Plus, you know, the system of different ways you could get in and out of this street was allowing, you know, those who were involved in these activities to maneuver pretty quickly, and all that gave the street a, you know, such a ill fame. But it was a long time ago. Well, maybe not such a long time ago, but about a century ago started to slowly transform into more cultural, civilized place, and now it's just one of the most interesting, very short, as you can see, streets in Chinatown, and most visited. So they have great restaurants there. They have the oldest tea parlor in Chinatown on the street, and overall it's pleasant. Xavier, Tyler, RJ, hola. Now what dim sum started 1920. Yep, that one. Goodbye, you and your music. It's a little dragon right there. There's several of them hanging here in Chinatown. That direction would be toward the water, and you know, you can walk through Lower East Side into the Two Bridges area. You know, because the street is so interesting and popular. Let's walk backwards. It's only takes a moment, and then we'll take another turn. Doyers Street. Now they even have a post office here. We're walking toward it. You can see United States Post Office, Chinatown station. By the way, look how many people are eating outside these days. Chinatown Station, New York, New York, zip code 10013. I don't know how many people use post boxes like this, letter boxes like this. Not so many anymore. Not so many people send letters anymore. I don't know. But they still exist. These buildings, if these buildings only could speak. Hey Nick Johnson, how are you? Very good to see you. Welcome to the channel and to the chat. Nick Johnson, how you doing? This is known what? This is, according to the books, is the oldest existing tea parlor in Chinatown and in New York, 13 Doyers Street. I smell food. I don't know. It smells like onion rings. Out of all the things. And bro, stamps went up in price again today. Oh, great. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you for the update. I don't even know how much is a stamp now. Is it a last thing I remember it was 62 cents or 65 cents? I don't even remember how much it is. Because if I ever need to send something, it's usually like something big, and I go straight to the post office, and whatever the label they generate, like whatever it is, I don't even remember when I used the stamps last time. Seriously speaking, years ago. But there are people who use them for multiple reasons. So, hey Brian, good to see you. Unknown. I'm moving in Manhattan in December. Is it safe out there? Any tips? Where are you moving from? First question. Unknown, and welcome to the chat. Tara, have you seen movies on old New York City, Al? What comes to mind? The Gangs of New York? I don't know if it's really historic, but you know, it's kind of like historic. Lower East Side, by the way. But other than that, I would prefer probably to look something up online, like an article or maybe a video on YouTube, but really professional one that not just, you know, artificially generated voice that reads the pre-made article, but something really that is a research of sorts. Nice views. Price 73 cents. Holy. And why we have such, oh my god, it smells so bad here. The garbage cans, oh my god. Woo! Must be seafood, whatever's left of it. Ambrose, love Gangs of New York. It's a great movie though. I'm moving from Saudi. You'll be alright. You know how they say here in New York, you'll be alright. Well, the whole intersection smells funny. Let's walk here a little. I love movies. I wish I could visit New York. Paul, New York City was known for its gang culture back in the days. Ubuntu Peter, that's my birthday. Can you send me a stamp of approval? Oops, I missed the beginning of the conversation. Peter, on July 14, a U.S. first class stamp goes to 73. Oh my God, thank you, Peter. And why we have such fantastic people in chat. Thank you all for being a part of the live Walking NYC family. Thank you, DC. Now we got forever stamps. Very easy, because all you need to change is the price, right? They will sell forever as long as, you know, people pay for it, whatever the price is at that point. There are the channels. I know historic. Yep. That's what I meant. Thank you, Daryl. Irma says, Tyler, have a nice Canada day. Yeah, increase July 14th. Thank you. Awesome. Peter, I heard that Empire State Building has its own zip code. I think it is 10118. Yes, they do have their own zip code, but I don't know what it is. But thank you for looking this up. Moscow Street is right. This is a very famous intersection. This is where we saw Brad Pitt and George Clooney. Almost a year and a half ago. Man, time flies. It was right here, Panama. Right here. So Brad Pitt, one of the moments of the movie, he had to run. The guy was teasing him somewhere there, like half naked. I don't know what was going on. Actually, I never saw the actual movie, to be honest, yet. And he had to run from here over there, so. And I was standing right over here, so I saw everything. So cool. Good memories. That's World Trade Center. And these are two very famous restaurants too. This one is Hop Key, 21 Mott Street. Hop Key, they have dumplings, but it's not like the dumplings we used to. They I don't know, they kind of baked fried dumplings, or they bake them before they fry them or something like that, and they're larger in size. They're so yummy. They always have a line, not really big line, but it's Monday evening after all. Hop Key right there, and Wahop right here. So I love movies. I've seen some really cool stuff hanging. Speaking of movies, well, movies, theater, the last major influx of the stars into our streams has happened during, not so long ago, actually. Tony Awards. I don't know how I got so lucky. I know how. I have a press card. And saw the stars, most of them, not all of them, because it all depends on what time you arrive, me myself, but I think I arrived pretty early, so we saw so many up close. That was just amazing. Ambrose Wolf's film, release date September 20th, 2024. Wait, they didn't release it yet? Oh, wow, shame on me. I thought they released it a long time ago. They were making it in February 2023, I think. And they releasing this in September 2024. Man, these guys really have to wait for their paychecks. I'm sure they probably got some, but they will get more when they start, actually running this. And while let's get up to 100 likes, everyone, please smash the like button. Thank you so much, Ambrose. Would be very cool to see, especially this episode that we saw they were shooting. Oh, then there was the King of New York, the Light Loves Movies, DLM. It's bad manners not to hit the like on chat you're using. It's bad manners to not hit the like for the stream you're watching. Or for the video you're watching. It's always nice to hit the like because it's free. It only takes a moment. A thumbs up. You give your thumbs up and thank you for that. Let's see, we have 220 people watching and we only have half of the likes. We have 104 likes and 220 people watching. You're doing the basic math. Every other viewer forgot to hit the like button. So please hit thumbs up and give us a chance to be seen by more people. Let's find more friends. Every time we hit the likes massively, we see more people because this is how YouTube instantly promotes this to people looking for similar content online. Richard, were you an actor in the movie? No, I wasn't. In fact, they at times were kind of yelling, but not yelling at me like what I was doing, like when I was not supposed to be standing. But other than that, no. I was streaming. I was walking around here, and oh, look, we were here before. We're not going back. And all of a sudden, we walked into the area where they were shooting the movie. Chinatown was not the only one. I think they were doing this in Harlem, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere else. And it was pretty cold. And they didn't wear heavy coats. So, being in a movie is not easy, It's not an easy job. I don't know, I'm trying to be a little sarcastic. Just a little maybe. But each of them had a double, so before they actually were present, their doubles were doing stuff as far as making sure that the light is on point and mics are on point and everything else is on point. And only when everything was done, then we saw the real guys. Okay, let's walk this street. We're zigzagging around Chinatown to show different streets, and it's not a busy evening because it's Monday evening, but nevertheless, quite a few people. 4th of July is coming. We saying happy 4th to all the Americans everywhere in the world, and those who like the USA as well. Why not? Richard, that is very cool. Ambrose watched the trailer on mute, so some of the coverage that Al recorded. Really? Wow. Thanks for the heads up, for the info. I should look it up. Brian, Al's our movie star. Richard, beautiful views tonight. Thank you so much. Yep, that's Mabu Hong Kong Cafe. We're not going into the street, but look, some restaurants are projecting. Or this is Chinatown Fight Club. Where is Fight Club? Somewhere here. Oh yeah, right there. Chinatown Fight Club. Upstairs. I'm not trying to be nosy and overhear the conversation, especially if I don't understand any of it. This is a good evening to go to whatever restaurant you have planned to visit, to try, because even those popular ones are not crowded. Last movies. Now my name is Delight. The love movies is my hobby. Ubuntu, pardon me for asking, but is Delight the famous Delilah? No, the famous Delilah is famous Delilah. Alright. Just turn the stinky corner and we're going to take a probably right turn on Bayard Street. Let's go take a look at Bayard. Delilah Movies, DLM. I was named after a character from a Neil Gaiman novel. Peter, when I was in Shanghai in 1990, the U.S. consulate had a July 4th party and had McDonald's flown in from Hong Kong, as there wasn't one in Shanghai at that time. Wow. This is truly American. You know, sometimes people travel places and they cannot find like sometimes they're craving the typical American food, even if they're not like going to McDonald's, let's say, while they're here, but when they're somewhere else, they want to feel the connection to the American culture, and McDonald's is one of the staples of the American culture. But it's pretty cool fact. JP Morgan building getting built on Park Avenue. I've been watching that. Oh yeah. Every time we're in the vicinity, we look at it, it's getting more and more prominent on a new Manhattan landscape, so to speak. This is Bayard Street. Even this place doesn't have a line outside, only a few people. Sanchen, Chicha Sanchen. This is like the drinks, the bubble teas and stuff. Usually we hear the line is around the corner. How they function so they're so popular? Do they let people taste? Yeah, they definitely letting them taste stuff, and then they probably choose the flavor, and when they choose the flavor, then they no piece of ginger in between the tastings. No, I'm just kidding. No, this is not that serious. But Chinatown Ice Cream Factory is off the hook, packed. The line is out there. DC can be the original Chinatown. Just a random Chinatown restaurant. Let's see. Appetizers. Soups. It must be a big bowl of soup. Poultry and duck. Seafood. Seafood is kind of pricey. Fish, beef and pork. You know, this is a restaurant grade because the price is like a teeny bit little, but if you get the younger people popular items, they are pretty decent as far as the pricing. And they have lunches, and lunch is $10.95. That's a great deal. I remember lunches used to be $5.50, $4.50, $5.50, $6.50 was like top of the line. This is all in the past. Oh yeah, these are ATM machines that normally you don't want to probably touch, use. I mean, I saw a few times people using them, tourists, but well, good luck to them. They look very sus. Pretty sure most prices are pretty good. Yep, those prices are pretty good for sure. They have a huge competition here in Chinatown too, like the restaurants everywhere, so they better be competitive, of course. This is Elizabeth Street. Elizabeth Street doesn't have here too much. They have a police department here, and they have probably like other offices, but they're closed at this time of the day. Can you see that right there in the center? It's very far, but this is the top of Chrysler building. Further up uptown, it's also 42nd Street. How many miles from here? Let's say probably about 3 miles or so, maybe more, probably more. Oldest Chinatown in Europe is here in Liverpool. Wow, that's interesting to know. So Liverpool is not just famous because of the Beatles, but also because Liverpool has the oldest Chinatown in Europe. Great. And Noodle Town, these restaurants are, they're smaller restaurants. They're not too big, not too small, but they have tables inside. These are like the best type of restaurant, the most authentic type of restaurant. This is Bowery Street. Before I make a left turn into the other street, into Chinatown. Hey, Joe. The Taylor Paul, the oldest Chinatown is, I guess, Manila, Philippines, 1596. But that's Philippines. But Paul is talking about Europe. Yeah, of course, the migration was happening, but Philippines, between China and Philippines, the distance is definitely, much shorter than between China and Europe, especially if it's by the sea, by the ocean. It's not like you get on the airplane and a few hours later you're there. How to be in the ocean on those ships that were, so primitive compared to what they make now, and for days and weeks and months in the open sea, surviving storms. And this is, I don't know if the modern population is capable of surviving the way Middle Ages was surviving. If God forbid, they were put in this type of back on Canal Street. It's dark already, so we are enjoying Canal Street after dark, at night basically. So we started at Canal Street, but we started at Canal Street way over there, like beyond the entrance to Manhattan Bridge. So it's like a true exploration of Canal Street and beyond. And Chinatown, of course, and Lower East Side, because technically this is Lower East Side, even though they call it Chinatown, because why not? Noel's Carpentry by Design, sending blessings from Queens, New York. Noel's Carpentry, hi, welcome. Thank you for joining our chat. Thank you for visiting our channel. If anyone is new to our channel, please subscribe. We welcome you all. Subscribe to Live Working NYC and make sure you click all notifications. New York metro area is huge. Like yesterday, for example, we were streaming the Pride March 2024, and different parts of New York metro area were having rainstorms and thunderstorms, and Midtown didn't have anything for a very long time. And then eventually, you know what else happened? I think, I don't know if that influenced the flow of the parade or not, but apparently the protesters were able to hold the parade for a while as well, but closer to Washington Square Park area. Didn't even know about it, but saw it online today. So there was a minor delay, but then the rain happened and rainstorm happened, and that was it. This is a unique situation when a major march, major parade like that was cancelled because of the rain. But then again, as soon as it started raining, the crowds disappeared, so there was like parade for no one. And plus it was probably past the television time, so television was happy that nothing happened until the broadcast were completed. How about we swing into Little Italy, because usually we walk Mulberry Street from north to south, and right now we're going to walk it from south to north because we see the lyrics to this very famous Italian song. It's called Volare, and this is where the lyrics start, because when we approach it from the opposite direction, we kind of say it backwards. Not that we speak it, I mean, me myself speak Italian, but if you speak Italian, you read Italian, then you see the difference. Lola, my friends in Austining had huge downpour. Oh, Austining is just right outside New York Metro, so it was raining in Manhattan. It was raining heavily when eventually the rain started. It was raining for about, I don't know, decent rain, like 30-40 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. Then it kind of slowed down, and thankfully that was it. Look, this is Mulberry Street in Little Italy. So let's enjoy the views from Little Italy, New York City. Thank you so much for browsing New York City with us today on the first day of July 2024. Local time in New York is 9:11 p.m. Austin, welcome viewers from around the world to Live Working NYC. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share this channel with all your family and friends. Thank you so much. Austin City Limits, our amazing moderators, Sunshine After Rain, Ambrose, Austin City Limits, NY, and of course, Audie and Noble Sweetness when we see them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, our amazing members supporting us on a monthly basis. Thank you. Thank you to those who are supporting us with super chats, super stickers. You're always more than welcome to do so, of course, to support Delilah, me, and our family. Lola, I spent one of my birthdays during a visit in Little Italy in Chinatown. The Feast of San Gennaro was happening. Fabulous time. Yes, this is the area of the Feast of San Gennaro. Feast of San Gennaro is the one and only. There's no other feast like that in Manhattan, in its own way, of course. It's a celebration of Italian culture and performances and rides and multitude of vendors everywhere. Noel's Carpentry, San Gennaro, the best feast. Welcome to Little Italy. Now this is a nice view, I think, in my humble opinion, of course. This is Hester Street and Mulberry Street. Type Escapes, hey, are you gonna stream Macy's fireworks this year? I'm certainly hoping so. Let's keep the fingers crossed. We did it last year, it was fabulous. Music. Trying to protect my intellectual property and my efforts. Boom. Beautiful Italian songs. And perhaps even live music, not sure 100%. I love watching your channel. I try to catch every live. Type Escapes, thank you, but you're not too often in chat. Thank you so much for being in chat today. Thank you. Thank you for your kind, good words. Thank you. Austin, thank you, Type, for joining us and supporting us. Sunshine, lovely walk tonight. Thank you, thank you. Lovely weather, lovely chat, lovely people. Christian Hansen, hi again, was gonna ask if this was San Gennaro so fast already. Hi Marzos. If it was up to me, that would be San Gennaro every day. Every day. Type, I miss New York and I'm from Orange County, which is not too far at all. Great selection of t-shirts here featured. And I welcome all new viewers. Our host name is Al. Please like the stream and give a thumbs up. Thank you and why. Did you give your like yet? Please give your like in case if you forgot. If you did, thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Obrigado. Grazie. Lola, if I feel up to it, I want to come back to New York City this September for another San Gennaro birthday party. Oh wow, for birthday party, that is going to be a blast. You just want to make sure you don't lose all your friends in the crowd because it's so crowded. And keep an eye on your belongings, of course. Because as festive as it gets, it's a pickpocket paradise, even though, of course, there's a lot of law enforcement in uniform and in plain clothes, but still, have to be very careful. Noel's Carpentry, I'm watching you on 2 devices. Wow, thank you. Wow, I'm a multi-device stream now. This is cute. Thank you so much. In fact, thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna show you this code, right? In case if you're watching us on not on the phones, but on TV screens or tablets, and you wanna scan this code, it will help you to find our Instagram. Also, it will, help you to subscribe.
No, we're here.
In fact, if in case if you want to subscribe and you're not sure how, or support us with your amazing donations too. So this is our links right there. They're all verified. They're not funny or anything. This is Live Walking NYC reference page. So if you're not watching us on your phones and you have an opportunity to scan the code, you're more than welcome to do so. It's like our business card in electronic form, basically. Thank you so much. And welcome to Live Traveler Diaper Escape. Diaper Escape, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you for supporting us. And thank you. Don't forget, there are videos that are only available to members, and also there are emojis that are only available to members. So enjoy and thank you. Diaper Escapes, welcome to the membership club of Live Walking NYC. Sunshine offering, 2 emojis, thank you. Noel's Carpentry, I subscribed, and thank you so much. This mural, and another ATM like this. I don't know, it looks extremely sus. Little, very, very little Italy. Very little Italy. It used to be a large Italian community, and this community was, coming from different regions of Italy. So one street was community from that part of Italy, another street was a community from other part of Italy. It was like that at some point, but what's left of it? Christian, what's the festival called? The festival that's happening here every September is called the Feast of San Gennaro. Or if I'm not mistaken, and don't quote me on my Italian, but it's La Festa di San Gennaro. Mamma mia. Italian is a very musical language, when I hear Italian it's like music to my ears, even though I don't understand anything. French too, a little. But all the languages are, of course, unique in their own way. So, this is Two crazy bikes that could not decide which way to go. So, see? Tenements. These are old. You can imagine these buildings 110 years ago, 120. With a million families living in those buildings, a million people. Still, of course, apartment buildings, but not as crowded as they used to. This is Broome Street. Arjan. Well, I can barely speak my mother tongue, English. You're funny. Alola. NYC has really changed since I was last there. DC, don't trust outside ATM machines. Well, not just outside. Don't trust any ATM machines, you know. There's so many videos, even on Instagram, that can show you how the bad guys put stuff over the keys of the ATM machines to steal the information. Even in the bodegas too, in the deli stores too. Sometimes this is crazy. I know you probably don't want to walk here backwards because it's a little too much and boring. So this is Broome Street. Let's just zigzag a bit. We're on Broome Street. Just around the block, and you know, you see the landscape is a little different. No restaurants, well, some, but you know, no crowds like that. Oh, Japanese restaurant too. Grand Slam old architecture. That's what I meant. The crowds. See, it's just one street over, one short street block over the parallel street, the street parallel to Mulberry, and that's Mott Street. And the Mott Street below Canal, we walk there. Oh, someone is in the window. Look how people don't really cover the windows. I don't know. I mean, I can't see much from the ground level, but if someone is right there, and if they really see it. So this is Mott Street. See, the Mott Street is different. North of Canal, this is what it looks like, and south of Canal, it's all lanterns and restaurants and crowds. Di palo, mozzarella, formaggio, ricotta fresca. That's the old sign, the old store. Probably still in business, but maybe not, because I don't see anything in the windows. It's just closed. This one is still in business. Di Palos. Fine imported Italian cheese. Specializzato in salumi, formaggi, pasta, olio di oliva. ravioli, manicotti, tortellini, gnocchi, latticini freschi. I don't know what it is exactly. Some of this I'm pretty sure. Lola, I adore the century-plus old brick buildings. East Coast cities have such fabulous architecture, especially New York City. Noel's Carpentry by Design. Back in the day, I used to go to Chinatown only for the fireworks. This is Grand Street. Grand Street, one of the busiest streets too, of course. That's Ferrara right there. And if we would make a left turn, we would end up walking toward D and B trains, except for some of them are not running because it's late at night already. Richard speaks Italian very well. I fake Italian. Fake Italian. This is my fake Italiano. We're on Mott Street. Let's see. And Grand Street. You know, this area gets so busy in the morning, during the day, and right now is just, that's it. But of course, if you continue walking in that direction, you will end up in Lower East Side. This is technically the beginning of Lower East Side. They have some good places to hang out. And YL, how many languages can you speak? I can barely speak English. So, kind of like, not too many, I think. Can fake a couple of accents, but I'm not gonna do it because it's stupid and I don't want to offend anyone. So, because I would not do it to offend anyone, but you know. So, I'm not a voice-over actor either. Wow, these ATMs are everywhere. Look, another trap. 24/7. We'll scan your card 24/7. Paul, I agree. I hope they won't get demolished, all of them. But yeah, they will be spared, some of them. But at some point, you see what's going on with the, I don't know if it's a zoning regulations or whatever they call it, but where it used to be a very no tall buildings for years, for centuries. All of a sudden they're building like 10, 15, 20 and even higher. So things change everywhere. Only takes one change in the legislation allowing build in Chinatown, for example, like higher, and that's it. And of course, this all brings the change in what the neighborhood represents too. So it will happen, but I don't think it will happen anytime soon, like on a major scale of events. But might start happening around here as well. I would say sooner rather than later, unfortunately, because there is so much stuff, so much of an old architecture that, you know what it is? not everyone is thinking the same way. Majority of people, they don't see the old architecture as something that they really care about, to be honest. Plus, it's business, and there's more money in bigger buildings too, and in every step of the, building them and using them. So those who would be more interested in business aspect versus the cultural aspect, they will win. They're winning, and they can explain it in so many different ways that New York needs more space, build more buildings because there's more business and this and that. Another finger out the car, yeah, you're brave when you're moving at like 25 miles an hour and you show the finger. That's you're a hero. No one will catch you. We're on Mott again. Mott, we just turned. So how about we zigzag toward Canal? First we'll be on Mott and then we'll maybe go back on Mulberry. GMM. Where are you from, GMM? I'm just curious because it's always interesting to compare, your experience with everybody else's experience. So where are you watching us from, GMM? Richard, we see a lot of middle fingers on Long Island. Oh, because it's a long island, and out of all five. So, wow, I don't know why I just made it up like that, but please disregard. It's not even funny. Oh, I don't know how I ended up at Canal Street, but I'm at Canal. On Canal. On the other side, so that's all good. So no answer from JMM. So JMM, if you cannot defend your point, then oopsie daisy, your point is invalid. Sorry. Mount Kepeng, I don't see people wearing handu. I don't even know what handu is, but if I know, maybe I would be able to explain myself. Alright, so this guy worked clearly in a store, in a souvenir store across the street, right? And the reason why he was running this way and because he's still looking that way is because someone stole something from them. I mean, it's very tempting not to, right? When everything is out there, Makefeng, I only have one answer for you. Coca-Cola. Sunshine out very nice icons, thank you. I mean, emojis. Hey Gloria, good evening. Alright, let's go by that, walk by that little teeny tiny window. Oh, not even a window, just a place that sells food, so to speak. Let's see if they open. Maybe I'll grab a dumpling or something. If they're still open. If they're not open, then well, I'll be healthier, I guess. Look at this. Well, the hair is what makes it quote unquote cool. So what people do, tourists usually, they grab one of them, put it on, take a picture, and put it back. Seen it so many times. That's Canal Street.
That's the answer to cancer. Eat more plant foods. The answer to diabetes. Eat more plant foods. Heart disease. Eat more plant foods.
The guy standing there just says, "Eat more plant foods," and this is good. Good suggestion, to be honest. Why is that a signal that I shouldn't buy the dumpling? Like out of nowhere, there is a person telling me not to buy anything, not to buy, but to eat plant foods. So now I will feel bad buying something that is not made out of the plant. Damn, that was the wrong time, wrong place for this guy to say things like this. Peter, thank you so much. The Hunter Group is a fashion brand in China. To be honest, I'm pretty sure everything can be purchased in New York City. It's just that, you need to know where. Peter, thank you so much. Just generally speaking, if anyone is asking anything more or less specific, please give us a short description so I don't sound so, like that. Oh, this bakery is still open. Sweets Bakery. But tempting, but no thank you. Okay, they closed already. Okay, they're right here, but they closed. Maybe that's good. So I will go home and eventually have some plant foods. And why eat your dumpling? I don't even know what it means with two LOLs like that, but they closed. They closed. They officially closed. There's a dude on the ground having a good time, smoking a joint or something. And dumplings are gone for the day. It's pretty late. I mean, they opened so early. I was here once, like 7-ish in the morning, and they were open. Not all the inventory, but a lot. So they start working so early. Risha, what's your favorite Chinese bakery item? I don't know, but I like coconut buns, for example. I like sponge cakes, for example, in different variations of sponge cakes. I don't know. Sometimes I look at something and it looks nice and I want to try it. I don't even know what it is exactly. The like buns with the beans in them, for example. Something weird looking sometimes. Like, there's so many things to try. Jennifer, hi, you're going to the 4th of July parade and fireworks on Thursday. There's no parade, 4th of July parade. I wish it was. Thanks for mentioning this. I wish there was a 4th of July parade, but to my humble knowledge, there's no 4th of July parade, but there are fireworks. But there's no 4th of July parade because I wish it was, but not on 4th of July because families celebrating together and stuff. But But you know, at least a couple days before, maybe it's Sunday before. Oh no, Sunday before is a Pride March, so you know they could figure it out. But fireworks, yes, planning definitely. Jeff W277, Happy Canada Day, Happy Canada Day to those who celebrate. Noel's Carpentry. One thing I dislike about New York City is the sidewalk scaffolding takes away the nostalgia. Yes, but protects from rain sometimes. So can be helpful, but definitely kills the views. Many places don't look like they're supposed to look. Macy's fireworks, yep. Thank you, NY. Yeah, we're planning to stream the fireworks. Lola, planned food or noodles? I would choose noodles. Richard, disregard it. I was about to, but that place was closed. Richard, that looks like a troll dolls here. Yeah, those hats, yep. Man can think, is there Huawei shop there? Huawei? I don't think so. I know that the phones probably will not work in the US if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know 100%. I heard it from someone, but I don't know what to say more specifically about it. 200 people are with us right now, and thank you so much everyone for watching. Well, I know this guy. This guy works in this bakery right here. Every time I walk into the bakery, the guy's there with his family. I work very long hours. Very long hours. Thank you everyone for being here always. Thank you so much for your likes. If you didn't give us a like yet, you forgot. It's not too late. Give us a like, please. Welcome our new members. Welcome all new subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to our amazing moderators, Ambrose, Austin City Limits, NY, Sunshine After Rain, and the other two when we see them, all Noble's Witness and Audio, of course, always good to see them. Saw them yesterday. Thank you so much for your time dedicated to watching our streams and videos. Thank you so much. Our channel would not be possible to grow and develop without your support, without your likes, without your donations, your super chats, super stickers, Ko-Fis, Venmos, memberships. Thank you so much for all you do to help us, Delilah and I, to develop this channel and make it more and more visible on the World Wide Web and YouTube and Google. Jeff W, if I want vegan or vegetarian, I'll eat beans or lentils, not fake meat. Jennifer, so we'll be there. I will be there. Fingers crossed. Plant and noodles, yeah. Happy Canada Day, everyone who celebrates. Thank you so much, everyone. And I'm going to say good night from Canal Street, Chinatown, Lower East Side, New York City. We will see you later. We will see you sooner rather than later. Have a fabulous rest of the day or the beginning of a new one. Stay happy, healthy, and take a good care of yourselves and your loved ones. And we will see you again soon. Good night, everyone. Before I end, P.S. Peter tried very fresh noodles at 425 West 15th Street. Great Chinese noodle restaurant. 425 West 15. I'll try not to forget. Thank you. Peter. Austin, thank you, Lola, for your support and chatting with us. Irma, Jorge Marcelo Rodriguez, Sunshine Afarin, Joseph Taylor, Austin City Limits, DC322, Richard Vogel, Native New Yorker, thank you for the walk. I love New York. Hey, Native New Yorker, welcome. Xavier, bye. Irma, good night, everyone. Sunshine of Rain with a collection of members' emojis. and everybody else. And even if you didn't chat, we know you're here, we know you're watching, we know you're enjoying. Thank you so much, everyone, and good